episode of Reckless Nonsense. I'm your host, Mike.
Hey, I'm Petey.
Hey, I'm Falcon.
All right, we are all here on a late Saturday evening.
It's pretty much Sunday morning.
Actually, legally, it's Sunday morning.
Legally. And
normally the sun's coming up when we do this, but it's
dark.
It's
way
still dark.
before.
We're doing it early since nobody else was going to show up anyway.
Right.
And it's just the three of us again.
Hi, Ralph.
Hi, Carolina.
Carolina. Yeah. They live only in sound bites now.
They do. I mean, it's not.
We are testing some video.
Yeah. Say hi.
Oh, hello.
I'm sure we definitely have faces for radio.
Not a sound clip.
I'm sure I look
assume so.
stupendous.
I'm very large and in charge right now, and I can see that.
I've had my mohawk.
How's my fade look?
Actually, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had my mohawk up for about 15 hours now, so it probably doesn't look good.
I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what's on the YouTubes.
We will, but the problem is it's not running through the board.
No.
We don't know how to do that.
Not yet.
We're pretty much amateurs here.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
We'll work on it.
So, if this episode ever does go live on YouTube or whatever video streaming service, there won't be sound effects.
Nope.
There won't be. Who knows? Nothing's going to get edited because, well, quite frankly, I know how to edit audio. You got me when it comes to video.
You all right there, Killer?
We're tired.
I need a monster.
I'm pretty tired.
We're tired.
I'm just gonna drink this beer and go to sleep after we're done. So
yeah, he's got a little bit of beer. Once again, we have been drinking.
Not quite
Not
as
like
heavily as
the
week before last.
No, that was
some next level.
That was stupid.
That was pretty intense. That wasn't stupid. That was pretty fun.
That's called Get Stupid.
I don't know. I still haven't listened to it. I don't want to know.
I
skipped the last couple. I'm just
I don't think it was all that bad.
I wasn't that bad off. I don't want to listen to
it.
The weather here in Ohio has gotten stupid.
It snowed yesterday.
Twice. It snowed the day before as well.
Oh, did it?
Yesterday it snowed enough to cover the ground.
Yes.
That's the one I knew about.
That was ridiculous.
And it's May. What's the date actually?
I
didn't throw the date out.
May 10th.
Legally,
May 10th.
Legally May 10th.
All right.
Also, hey, real quick, check us on Facebook.
1:30
Reckless
in the
Nonsense. Yeah, talk over our promos. It's all good, buddy.
It's
I
Carolina.
was already talking.
Reckless Nonsense. No, I definitely was.
Suck a dick.
All right, real quick, shut up. Reckless Nonsense on Facebook at Rec Nonsense, REC Nonsense on the Twitters. If you feel like it, which obviously no one really does, except for like maybe 3 people.
Yeah.
Whatever, that's fine. Keep saying it anyway. Just kind of part of the spiel.
And if we ever do get this video up, it's Rec Nonsense. I believe Rec Nonsense on YouTube.
The YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
it.
If you really want to find it, you'll friggin' find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, boo. For all the haters.
At least the video will be in 4K.
Yeah, 4K.
I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
So you can see all of our imperfections and everything.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe we should shoot it in like 360p.
Yeah. Is there a 360?
Probably.
I know
360, 720. Is it? I don't. Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
We haven't been shooting at that low resolution in like 15 years.
Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, that whole 4x3 thing throws me off.
Yeah, the full screens. All right, let's get into something here. We have a listener suggestion for a topic.
We do. Go ahead. It's interesting.
It is interesting, and it's also extremely juvenile, which I'm about.
Sums up the show.
The question that was posed is, how do you go about, or what is your methodology for wiping your ass after you're done taking a dump?
Because there's definitely a wrong way.
There's definitely a wrong way.
I think too many people probably use that wrong way.
I'll tell you the right way, and by the right way I mean the way I do it.
I just thought of a completely different one. It's hilarious. I'll say it later.
So the way that every normal, well-adjusted adult human being, not child, adult human being should wipe their asses. You do your business, courtesy flush yourself, because if you don't flush for yourself and you don't flush for anybody else, you're just a shitty person. So you drop your load, and then courtesy flush, because I don't want to sit there and smell my own stink.
Do we do a weigh-in before and after?
Oh, sometimes, but hey, we're not getting there. That's a different thing.
It's not part of this conversation. However, I don't courtesy flush.
I do, because I don't want to smell my own shit.
All right, well, that's
obviously
fine.
I'm sitting in my own house. Why would I want to smell it? If I'm at work,
because
I don't
I'm
care.
sitting in my own house and I don't give a shit.
All right, so you flush, whatever.
Literally.
Don't flush. Who cares?
Yeah.
Then you get your toilet paper, however much is to your fancy or based on your thicknesses.
I think that might be part of this, though.
Okay, so I use a pretty hefty 2-ply, so I'm only using like 4 squares, give or take, for my
Wow.
initial.
Wow. Okay. I don't use like real nice 2-ply. That shit's expensive.
Yeah, but if you don't spend enough money,
Jesus.
hold on. If you don't spend money on toilet paper, what do you spend your money on? You don't like yourself enough that you're going to rub sandpaper on your ass. Like, what else is more important?
Here's the problem I have with like real nice like plushy 2-ply.
It's not plushy. I buy the strong, not the soft. Because
Okay.
the soft like gives
The
you those
soft,
little,
yeah, it doesn't clean.
and then it leaves like the little pills all in there, like all
yeah.
the little tiny pieces.
The
of toilet paper.
dingleberries.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I ain't about those.
You gotta-
Charmin strong.
You gotta
Oh,
find
for
that
sure.
happy medium.
Okay, I think I probably have like Scott or something. I don't know.
All right. Anywho, we'll come back to that. But
Yeah.
so you take however much toilet paper you use, and then you just lean to whichever side you're handed. So I
Mhm.
lean to my left because I'm right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
You do your little wipey. You drop it in there, and then you wipe as many times as is necessary.
Yeah.
Based on the viscosity of your offload, and then you flush, pull your pants up, and call it a day. That is the correct way. Also, the way I do it, and there really is no other acceptable way to do it.
I don't argue. I don't understand how people can drop their load and then stand up to wipe. What about you?
I agree.
You concur that my way is the correct way.
So
Give or
that-
take some
why
minor
would you-
adjustments.
Yeah, well, I got some minor adjustments,
there's-
but honestly, how do you stand up, at least for your first wipe?
Oh, yeah, because you're squishing
Oh,
it right
yeah.
between your cheeks.
What are you doing?
Like, what if it's a real messy one?
Oh, man.
Like, what if you had, some really seedy Mexican food, and then, like, you get home and it's like a storm.
You
like, you had a shitnado.
You
Yeah.
painted the bowl.
Yeah. Like, that's going to be on your cheeks and everything. So when you stand up, it's going to smush all together, and then it could run down your legs. Like, come on.
It's a bad
Run
thing.
down your legs?
If it's real
What
runny.
kind of shit
No, like
are
if you have a
thinking?
runny one and it bounces
Oh
up
my
out of the
God.
toilet and it splashes all over you, you stand up and it's like real liquid. You've never taken a liquid shit before? You've never number 3'd?
No.
I'm not alone here. Somebody else, please back me up here. Number 3, where it's just liquid.
I don't know that I've ever had it running down my leg
No.
after I've
No,
shit.
because I don't stand up to do it, but I'm just saying it could, theoretically, based on gravity.
You made it seem like it actually happened.
I know.
No.
No.
That's not what I said.
Jesus.
No, no.
You definitely said that. You said
I said
had
it.
running down your leg and
No, it could run down your leg. I said it could. I don't do that.
Oh.
No, but think about it. Like if you have a real runny one
Uh-huh.
and it's still like leaking out, like and you're trying to do your cleanup, it could theoretically still keep coming out if you stand up and you're moving stuff around.
Well, that's your fault. If you are not done, then you're not done.
Okay, but we're not talking about high caliber intelligent people here.
Well, obviously because they're standing up
Yeah.
to wipe their ass. At least the first, like I said, the first one at least. You at least have to get it. You gotta get the substance.
Yeah, you gotta get like the tar
Yeah.
off of it. You gotta scrape the tar off the surface.
Right. You have to.
Yeah.
And then you wipe however it is you're gonna do.
Yeah, sure.
You know. By the way, front to back.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, but
Especially if you're a female.
I've never really paid
It's-
attention.
especially
but-
if you're a female.
Yeah, that's just habit.
Yeah,
Never-
because it makes
I've
sense.
never actually thought about
Because
it.
it makes sense. You don't want to drag poop to your balls. Like
Yeah.
that's not a thing.
Right.
It's just the other way is weird.
Yeah, you reach down and,
It's just-
and pull
Actually,
towards your...
actually thinking about it,
No,
it's just
you lean
weird.
and you reach around
It's
the
almost
side.
awkward.
Right.
It's
And
awkward.
you pull
Unless
backwards.
you're standing up.
Unless you did bring a good point up. I mean, at least for guys, like you can't reach between your legs
No.
at all. Anyways, like
No.
Unless you're
I
standing
wonder if that's how you get poop watch.
up. It's a reference
That
to
might be because
something
like if it like say you had the spray like I was saying
Uh huh.
and it gets all over your kit and caboodle, all over your legs, and you reach down there,
Then you ain't
your
sitting
watch
down.
theoretically would be right there around like your junk, your cash and prizes, and
But
it could land on your watch, and then also it could be on your legs
See,
right there.
I gotta be honest.
If you're painting the bowl like that,
that's a bad day.
aren't you just gonna like scrub your fucking arms because you're gonna feel dirty about everything?
Yeah,
after
that's a
that.
bad day.
Yeah.
And at that
then
point,
and then depending on where I am, I'm probably gonna take a shower.
yeah.
Just go home. Just go home at that
If you have
point.
something that bad,
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
let's scrape this off and let's just rinse for a little bit and maybe just feel like think about our life. Let's let the hot water run over us and really reconsider what we're eating. let's have a chat with Jesus about how we're fucking our life up.
and since it's all obviously very watery and whatnot, you don't have to waffle stomp it.
No,
That's true.
But I mean, I'm not taking like particulate matter on me. Like,
Right, that's my point.
no, even still, like even if it's like that like yellow, like just stomach
Jesus.
acidy, like your 8th diarrhea of the day. I'm still wiping that clean. I'm still gonna wipe clean before I get in the shower.
God, that was
I'm not
so
gonna let that
graphic.
run all down my legs and everything.
You're
You know what I
right.
mean?
No, you're absolutely right.
Man.
You can't.
Heathens, man.
Just sit in the pool.
Like, okay, and the person that actually suggested this topic to us said that he one of the justifications for the standing wipers, aka the mongoloids, the fucking idiots of the world,
The mongoloids.
it's a leftover from being a kid. Like when you're done when you're a kid, you stand up and then somebody wipes your ass for you.
Yeah.
Which no, when I was potty training my kids, I had them stay on the toilet and I'd assist them in wiping their butt. And then, because I want them to see that that's the right way, because if they stand up, when your feet don't touch the ground and you go to stand up, you have to slide across the toilet seat. You know how many shit streaks I found on my toilet seat? That's disgusting.
Oh,
You see what I mean? Because your feet aren't on the ground when you're pooping, and you have to slide forward to put your feet on the ground, and sometimes your stink wrinkles run across the seat.
Did you say
what stink?
that? Hold
you
up.
sound clip that shit.
Hold the fuck up. He said fucking stink wrinkles. I like it.
That's awesome.
You never heard that one?
No,
before?
I've never heard that.
Isn't that all
I
the
think I got that
fucking
from
time?
Daniel Tosh, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Either way,
Hey,
I thought it was funny. I got a lot
words
of
do.
fecal,
Credit where it's due.
Yeah.
a lot of fecal humor going on in here.
Sure.
It's gonna be a little goddamn show.
I don't know. It just, I get it. Like maybe it's you're so juvenile in your brain that you can't fathom wiping like a normal, grown, evolved human being. I don't understand that. I really don't.
I just don't understand. Like, we listened to this on a radio show, right? Shout out Rover's Born of Glory.
Yeah.
They had talked about this. It was a while ago. They had talked about this, and people were calling in, and they were literally talking about how they stand up. That's really loud.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that.
They talk about how they stand up first. Like, what?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute.
I don't get it. Obviously, he doesn't get it. Maybe Carolina would get it. I don't know, that backwoods shit.
I don't know. Maybe in the porta potties it's a little different, but
What?
or
the backwoods
the
shit,
outhouse.
like-
Dang it! I messed up my hill jack
I was
joke.
working on my animal guide
that
thing.
didn't compute. But that was your sound effect?
No, that was him.
That was real.
What
Wow, okay, cool,
wouldn't
cool,
I
cool,
get?
cool,
Because I was
cool.
paying attention to my spirit animal thing that we're doing later.
Jesus Christ, just
Oh,
fucking
you were
roll.
going to take it live on the air. Don't do it right now.
No, I'm not
Oh, you're
saying
trying to
what
find
it
it.
is.
Okay.
I already did it.
Oh, I was going to have you like answer the questions.
That's
and go
why I
along with the
wasn't-
questions.
Obviously a falcon of the blue kind.
Ah, yeah.
You didn't say do
the
it
majestic
like-
North American blue falcon.
You just said do it so you know what it is.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
okay.
but I figured you'd ask the questions and then answer them
I ain't got time for
live.
that shit.
But as I was listening to the show, I don't know, I assume you guys heard it as well. I can't believe the amount of people that called in and said that they stand up.
Oh,
What? Oh yeah, that'll look cool.
No,
Actually, yeah,
look like a
okay.
douche. I don't get it. It's really, I mean, we're kind of harping on it at this point. It's dumb. You're dumb if you
Okay,
do that. Just
so-
wipe your ass like a normal human being that's not 5 years old. The
So
end.
next bathroom question then. Does the toilet paper go over or under, or do you not care? I already know the answer to this.
There is a right way and a wrong way to put a toilet
Absolutely
paper roll
there
on.
is.
And first things first, if you use the last piece of toilet paper and you don't replace it, even if you put it on the
Shame
wrong way,
on you.
fuck you.
Well, that-
You're the
You
guy-
are what's wrong with this country.
You're the guy that doesn't return the grocery carts.
Yeah, you don't even have the
Ooh.
courtesy to give them a reach around. That's ridiculous. All right, so obviously it's over.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
obviously.
Yeah.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, no, because
There
the
was
thing
even
is
like a patent.
Yeah,
Like, the
when
original,
the original-
patent even
Yeah.
says this.
Yeah, I
when
saw
you
that.
when you pull on the toilet paper when it's over the top, it'll roll forever. You can roll all of it. When it's underneath the bottom and you got to pull on it, sometimes it'll go cockeyed and it'll rip before you get. What's the point of that?
No,
Because now you have like there's an incongruity in your toilet paper,
You have a square and a half.
and yeah, and that's not good. I cannot spare a square. A little bit of
Whoa.
Seinfeld, old school. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely over. So you can pull it
I
and get
agree.
what you need.
You're absolutely right. Well, I guess since there's no contestant, to
There's
this,
really not.
No, we all agree
This
that
is. I agree. I agree. He agrees.
We win by default.
We're good. We all win. We're winners.
Yep.
Smell that. You smell that.
Caroline, you got any objections? No? Okay.
K5.
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 Mm-hmm. Do you think they taught that in K5?
Probably.
Putting the
I would
toilet
hope
paper on the
so.
right way?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they were using corn cobs in the outhouse, but we'll see. We'll talk to him if he ever decides to come back. Shout out to your roommate.
Oh God, corn cobs.
Oh.
Oh. Put that back on the board.
He brought it up. The board. Well, actually, no. The board can't be seen.
It would be so whited out. It'd be overexposed.
It is.
It's all right. We'll figure it out. Moving right along. I mean, there's no smooth transition to this, but
Nope.
we had another suggestion.
We're not here about smooth shit.
No, when it's real smooth and it doesn't break off, that's when you got to use a lot of extra toilet paper. You know what I mean? It's like smooth peanut butter.
Oh,
Yeah,
like the
because
peanut butter.
it never
dookie.
gets clean.
No, you just got to. It's
might-
like
you
wiping
might-
a brown marker.
You might as well just take a shower at that point. Start your whole day over.
Yeah.
Enema. So another suggestion was this is what Falcon's doing his little test. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why? I won't start this time since I started on the last one. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know what animal I would be. Well, so I kind of do know what animal I would want to be, and it's only because I want to fly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be
Lit.
awesome,
So,
right?
Yeah.
would you like to be a falcon?
No.
Eagle?
Yeah, probably
A
like
bald?
an eagle or a hawk.
Bald eagle? I think a hawk or a falcon would be legitimately cool too.
They would be cool.
Yeah.
Because then you're
still a
then you're a
predator.
predator.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to be like a hummingbird or
Hummingbirds are pretty sweet.
no.
They're really fast.
They are.
Yeah,
Whatever. I mean, we'll get to mine, and it's not as
That's
cool
fine.
as that, but that's fine.
but I wouldn't want to be something like that. I legitimately would love to just be able to like fly, spread your wings,
Okay.
and literally just fly.
We'll
I
make
think
you-
that would be awesome.
We'll make you an ostrich.
they can't fly.
Bro,
I know.
Flightless bird.
why? Who would want to be a fucking ostrich?
I don't know. You can muss some people up though, for
You
real.
Well, that's true.
Could
They
run
could,
fucking
but,
Claws,
fast.
giant eggs.
I mean,
Run as fast as a car.
you know, I don't want to be a boring bird though either. Like
Ostriches
like a
are
crow or a pigeon.
Crows are pretty sweet though too.
No, the crow.
He did. Rip my guy Brandon Lee. He did. That did.
Okay, so the crow is pretty sweet, but crows in general.
What about like a
They're
raven?
just a dime a dozen. Yeah, I
Sure.
know.
What about a raven?
Okay.
Ravens are pretty sweet.
Well, then you're Edgar Allan Poeing it up. So
Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
nevermore.
Quoth the raven.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. What about you, Falcon? Well, before you give us your spirit animal, what would you want to be if you could pick an animal?
Oh, are we doing spirit animals?
We could do that too. I'll have to take the
All right,
test because I don't
We'll
know
come
mine.
back around.
Okay, what do you want to be? Like, if you could pick an animal, what would you be and why?
And
Cool
Yeah.
whip. Cool whip.
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 Cool. Whip.
Say cool.
I-
Cool. Say whip. Whip. Say cool whip. Cool whip. Anywho, I'm just quoting TV shows like Mad Men over
well,
here.
it's
Yeah.
half. Yeah. I really don't know, and I kind of agree with my results are. So
All right, do that then. Jesus.
Boring.
I don't really fucking.
He posed this question to me like 5 minutes ago, and I had an idea.
Well, yours is cooler than mine.
Why is that? Okay. All right. Yeah.
The flying thing's pretty legit.
It is. I win.
I can't go against that.
I guess I win.
Which website did you use? Just the first link?
I just spirit animals. Is what it's
Spiritanimal.info?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
Keep it fair.
All right. So, what would you want to be then, or do you think you'd want to be, or maybe go with your spirit animal? That's fine.
Nah, we'll save the spirit animal for when we come back around. Fuck. I don't know. Fucking lion or something.
A lion or something.
A lion or
A
something.
kitty cat.
Yeah, putty cat.
Platypus.
Would you would you like to be?
No, not Joe Exotic putty cat. Like
I was thinking of Carol Baskin.
Oh God.
Carol Baskin.
Well, then at least then I'm eating some humans
That's what I was gonna say. At least you're getting fed, right?
with some sardine oil.
Mm. Go crazy with that sardine
I
oil.
don't know. I mean, you took the bird thing, so I'm not.
So
gonna
what?
What
double
does that
down.
have to do with anything?
What does his choice have to do with your choice? You can be the same damn thing he is. Y'all
mean-
could be a little like weird eagle thing.
E-
Eagle group. What's a group of fucking eagles called? I don't know.
I don't-
Pod.
Eagles are
America?
loners. That's another thing I'd rather
called
probably be an
America.
eagle is because America. Eagles are pretty much loners,
America.
Yeah, they kind of are.
and I'm a loner. I like to be alone.
I'm gonna laugh if your spirit animal actually comes up.
No, I know what my spirit animal is, and it has nothing to do with what a fucking internet page told me.
Quack, quack.
It's not a fucking duck. What? So you'd want to be some type of cat, lion,
Big cat. Jungle cat.
big cat,
Something just going around fucking shit up.
something going around. So like a panther.
Yeah.
I think panthers would probably fuck shit up, right?
Just stalking.
Mountain lion?
Fucking shit up. And
Yeah.
Who the fuck's gonna go in the woods and fuck with a mountain lion?
No one.
Apparently
I would like to. I'd like to hunt mountain lion.
Apparently that one
No.
hiker did.
Well, he didn't win.
He got away.
Yeah, but I don't think he won.
No, he killed it.
The
With
one
his
they
bare hands.
Oh, but didn't that come out that wasn't really what happened?
I don't
know.
I don't remember that for sure.
Either.
I'm not going to search that story
But
because really I don't care.
The odds are in my favor.
The odds are ever in your favor.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Surely.
Oh,
So you
I
want to
feel
be a mockingjay?
Oh.
I don't know. The bird thing would be really cool, but I think just stalking prey and shit in the woods.
Yeah, a cat would be pretty cool.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right.
I've gotten this before. It's the same answer I got the last time. So the animal I'd want to be
Yeah.
is a duck. They're my favorite animal. I love ducks.
Really?
Ducks are awesome.
I was making the joke. Oh, yeah.
Well, okay.
You can fly. You can quack. People feed you bread whenever you
You
want.
can swim.
You can swim.
All right.
You can live in pretty much any climate.
You're an all-rounder.
It's cool. I like being ducks.
You
I
go
like
south
ducks.
when it's
They're the
cold.
only animal in nature that doesn't just piss me off for some reason. Like, if I see Canada gooses,
Oh, Jesus.
I hate
Those things are
They're
violent.
hate them.
assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
For no reason.
Just because you're like,
They're just assholes.
just because you exist, they just honk at you and they're mean.
You can be walking down a hiking trail with a bunch of other people, and they're just sitting there next to the trail
Hissing.
hissing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they shit
What
everywhere.
bird hisses?
They shit everywhere. Oh, one of my buddies caught one of them once.
Good for him. Fuck that.
No, it was not cool.
Oh, you got fucked
We were
up.
fishing,
That's
and he caught the line and was running away with the line. We were running, trying to keep up and bring. We
Yeah.
should have just cut the line, but
No, you should have reeled it in and ended its life.
no, we were.
Don't do that. That's illegal.
We
do
were
not
kids. Is it
kill
illegal?
geese out of season. Yes. Killing geese out of season is illegal.
Well, at that point, are they not a nuisance?
Killing geese out of season is illegal.
Plus
do not do it.
We were kind of in a public park, so
Don't do it.
I don't think anybody saw you wink this time.
No, yeah, but I love ducks. Ducks are awesome.
That's pretty cool.
And I mean, there's
I guess I
tons
didn't
of
really
different-
think about
tons of
ducks.
different kinds of ducks. I'd probably just be a mallard. They're pretty cool. They're pretty. You ever actually seen like a mallard in real life?
I don't
like
know.
Up close. They have green heads, but they're actually like purple and blue and all kinds of really cool colors in there too.
Okay.
But that would be the animal I would choose, or jaguar.
All right.
Well, you're going with the cat thing too.
Yeah.
But that's because my favorite animal at the Akron Zoo was the jaguar, but she has unfortunately
Took me
been
forever to find that.
euthanized because she had breast cancer and she was really sick.
Oh,
She was my favorite animal though.
that's pretty
All
unfortunate.
right.
But I'm gonna stick with duck. That would be a runner-up though.
Okay.
What about you want to do spirit animals now?
Well, we can.
Mine, I agree with, and I've gotten it a couple times. I've done these tests.
Okay.
Wolf,
Hey.
A wolf,
Hey.
wolf pack, in my wolf pack.
but you're in a one-man wolf pack.
And then I thought, could it be? And then yes, he was another wolf that joined my wolf pack. All right, what's yours then?
Okay,
we're both
so
wolves.
It's a duck.
no, it's actually not a duck, and this is rang true for me for a while, and it's really strange how it happened. When I was a kid,
Okay.
probably early teens, maybe something like that. I went hiking on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
I used to love doing that stuff, and when you go to sign up to do this, like you don't sign up, but you fill out the papers to and you drop it to let the park rangers know
When they find a body, who you are.
yeah, like what path you're taking, and they have like, you know, where animals are active and things like that, so you can either stay away or just make sure that you don't live there overnight. You know, like you don't stay there overnight
sure.
or whatever.
You're on bear territory, you're
Yeah.
mountain lion territory, all that stuff.
Right. And there are places to stay, but you can also just kind of
Live wherever.
set up. Yeah.
Sure. It's a big trail. Very large trail.
Very, very large. Very, very long.
Very long.
Yes.
Very long trail.
I only did about 20 miles of it.
Sure. Because it goes all the way down the eastern seaboard. So
it does.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But anyways, so I was there with my father. We were hiking, and we had been told there was bear activity, but the chances of seeing a bear during the day is,
fairly low.
It is. But so we were like, all right, well, we'll hike through it, but we won't stay there.
Okay.
Makes sense, right? So we're walking, and we hear this rustling or whatever, and we just kind of stop. And this is actually kind of mean now that I think about the rest of the story. We hear this rustling, and we're like, what? And so we just keep walking a little bit or whatever. And then behind us ends up being a fairly young bear.
Okay.
Not like
a cub. But not a giant bear.
Right. Like, it was definitely not grown.
Yeah.
And he roars kind of like, I don't know.
Go ahead and do it for us.
No.
Come on.
No, shut the fuck up.
Come on.
No.
Give us your best bear roar.
Roar.
Oh, you puss.
Yeah. I don't really remember. It wasn't
not quite like that, I bet.
I don't really remember how it went, but it wasn't crazy intimidating.
So it wasn't like being super aggressive. It was just trying to get you to walk.
But it was just away. Like, hey, I'm here type of a deal.
You look tasty.
Yeah.
Hey there, pretty little fly.
And at the place we were, there was a very defined trail. It was actually fairly wide open. I think they at this part of the trail, it wasn't up on a ledge or anything like that, no cliffs or anything. It was almost like you could have driven a vehicle into it.
Okay.
It was
So it was a really well used part of the trail that a lot of people have
gone. It was beaten down. It absolutely was. It led to, hiking back up the side of the mountains and stuff like that. So this bear just kind of come out, and it was a black bear, and I just remember it.
Why does it have to be black?
But it was. I don't fucking know.
Did it say like,
God,
man, what's up, yo?
No.
I apologize.
This has nothing to do with race. Okay. That was a question actually on whether we would do that or not. But it was.
Did you guys have guns?
No.
You're allowed to have guns on the Appalachian. Yes, you are.
Not at that time. You were not.
Okay, whatever.
And it's not like that.
Also, hold on. This is probably almost 30 years ago. The statute of limitations on any of this is completely expired because you didn't murder anyone, correct?
No.
Then you're fine.
No.
Or rape someone or something like egregious.
No,
allegedly.
The gun actually never came out. It was in my father's pack, and it wouldn't have.
You would just scared it away. Tried to
maybe it was like a 9mm anyways. So
I mean, it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, but with a bear, I mean,
it's not good odds.
No,
I'd rather have it than not have it.
That's true. Just don't shoot him in the head because that's not going to work. Anyways,
true.
Not with a 9mm.
Maybe.
You're right.
Well, let's not find out.
Anyways, so he's on the path behind us, and we're walking this way, and so, I'm like fucking wide-eyed about this, like, oh, fuck. I'm a kid, you know what I mean?
Yep. Because he's going to get away. You're not.
Right.
He's going to trip you, and you're going to be lunch.
I'm fairly small now, so I was never, whatever. I was never as big as I am right now when I was a kid. So, regardless, all I heard was my dad. He looked at me, and and all he said was, "Go." That's all I remember.
Like that song.
Yeah,
where it breaks down.
Just go. Yeah, that's it. That's whatever. I know exactly who it is, but it doesn't matter. And that's all he said. He said, "Go." I fucking took off.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I was a lot faster than what my dad was running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But eventually, I slowed down and ended up stopping, and he came up with me, and the bear was nowhere to be seen or whatever.
Didn't have any interest in
like
you,
like I said, he was not aggressive about it, and so we're walking, and it wasn't very much longer, 30 seconds, a minute. Old mama bear Oh, Mama Bear was up on the ridge. Mama Bear let out a fucking roar. That was no bueno. Because Baby Bear's back there. Mama Bear's up here. Well, now where are we going?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're between a rock and a hard
A
place.
rock and a hard place. So, I just remember we were like, well, whatever. And we just kind of kept going.
Yeah.
We just kept walking. And we weren't running at this point or anything like that because we didn't want to spook Mama Bear out. You know, Baby Bear back here playing around. Hopefully we left him in the dirt and she would realize it or whatever else. Mama Bear was huge. Luckily, she was up on that ridge.
Yeah.
And I just remember that. And so we just kind of kept walking. We didn't have to go onto that ridge where she was. We kind of, she's up here. We kind of went over to the right a little bit, up on the hillside. But,
circumvented her.
yeah, pretty much. And I just remember that being one of probably the scariest moments of my life. And to this day, I've always, I don't know, understood bears.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like a healthy fear
I can relate
and a
with
respect.
them.
For
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. And I don't know why.
Because, I mean, you can't be mad at a bear when it mauls somebody because you're walking through its house.
Right. No, and they told us that they were active.
Like, it's the same thing like if a dude walks into your house, what are you going to do?
I'm going to shoot him.
Exactly. So if you walk through a bear's house, shoot him. What do you expect? You're not going to get shot because bears don't have thumbs. But same thing with sharks. Like when you swim in the ocean, you're running the risk because you're swimming through the sharks.
Sharks with lasers.
Laser beams.
That's calm down. That's next month.
I don't.
Hashtag murder hornets.
I don't know. It was pretty
Dragon
scary. I will never forget it. And that's actually the only thing I remember of that entire trip. Like I said, we only walked 20 miles. We took our time. We did it over like 2 days or something like that, I just remember when that happened, from where I was running to where we were like, oh shit, we just kept walking at a very fast pace. We're like, no, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
And even it was like, because we were thinking at that point in time to maybe, stop and, put up our tents and, just kind of stay wherever for the night. And then,
Nah.
No.
No bueno.
Nope. No good. No good. So that would be my, totem animal, spirit animal, if you will.
Fair enough.
It's got to be a bear. And that's why. I don't need no test.
No,
and then
I respect that.
It's been like ever since then. I've just everything I ever think about. It's like, oh yeah, that fucking bear.
Yeah.
I'd laugh if he actually did a test and it was a duck.
I don't think duck's an option on the test.
No,
bear's probably on there, but it probably just gives everybody wolf if we took the same test.
It probably would.
I don't know. We have very similar like social characteristics, and that's what a lot of the questions are. So
sure, it might. I don't know. I don't necessarily. I don't know. I don't know if I'd get a bear from that or not, because bears aren't necessarily like loners. They're not. They don't run in packs.
No, but they have they're territorial.
They're territorial,
so they kind of just live on their own and
I'm about that life.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
After they're, not babies anymore.
Leave me alone. Do whatever. Don't fuck with my people.
Yeah. Give me some salmons.
Well,
salmon.
I do like me some salmon.
Ugh, salmon's gross.
I love it. I just hate having to deal with it if it still has the bone in it.
Salmon's gross. It stinks.
The bone is a pain in the ass.
The bone is really a pain in the ass because if you don't do that twist just right and get all the... never mind.
It's just gross. Eat freshwater fish. They're much better. Well, I guess they're freshwater.
Yeah.
Regardless, eat crappie. It's the best.
Crappie.
Crappie is the best fish.
Eat some crappie.
Crappie. Fried crappie is...
I don't know if I've ever had it. I probably have. I just don't know.
Well,
I've had all kinds of fish.
It kind of sucks. I've been missing crappie season, like the crappie run when it's cool outside.
Yeah.
Like right as this spring starts to come in.
So like right now.
And it's been rough to try and get out of the lake, so with everything going on.
You're still allowed. Yeah,
it's just the person I go with is my dad, and we're kind of social distancing, so I don't get him sick, and then in turn get my grandpa sick and all that. So so it's kind of hard to get on a boat with somebody and sit 6 feet away from them on a boat, and then try to catch some crappies. So
absolutely,
but soon enough. I mean, you can still crappie fish all summer. It's better in the early spring, late fall as the weather starts to change. That's when they start moving around more.
I used to fish all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did. I fished a lot more when I was a kid than I have as an adult.
I don't know why. As an adult, like
It takes too much time. I think
it's not even that.
But
like,
it's like an inconvenience.
yeah, I don't enjoy it.
I do.
I don't know. I get it, but I can just go. Like you can fish all you want. I'll go sit on a boat or whatever on a shoreline.
Yeah.
And just sit there, and I'm totally fine with it. I don't need to have a pole in the water, and I don't know. I think the whole fishing license and all that stuff, like, really?
It's
Come
a pain
on.
in the ass. I don't think
Come
we
on.
should even have to have licenses to
Come
fish, but that's a completely different thing.
If I can buy it at Walmart, it shouldn't exist.
There's a lot of things you buy at Walmart.
a license. If I
Yeah.
can buy a license for anything.
any game license you can buy at Walmart, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So,
You absolutely can. It's to me, it's weird.
No,
They don't
I-
even sell
the
ammunition
reason-
now.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
No,
I just bought some.
no, they do. The funny
They
thing
bring
is,
it back.
you can't buy 223 or 556, but I can still buy a 308, which you could kill somebody up like 1,000 yards away with a 308.
It's a bigger fucking round. Yeah.
Exactly. They still sell 308 though.
Do they
No.
sell good 308 though?
I don't know. It depends on your
168 grain.
I don't know. I don't have any 308s, so I don't dick around them.
I
No,
don't
thing-
either.
The thing with fishing, we had a horrible boating accident a couple weeks ago.
Oh no.
Total loss. Everything.
Oh yeah, that is terrible.
The whole gun safe. We were transporting the gun safe, and we lost the whole thing.
The whole
Anyhow, the
thing.
thing with fishing is like the act of fishing, like sitting there, it's relaxing, it's fine, whatever. Catching fish is awesome. Like that, like when the line goes tight and you're reeling it in, you get to fight the fish. That's awesome. Like I love that feeling.
Mhm.
Like when you, even if it's a little small fish, but it fights hard, it's like a little adrenaline dump. It's fun.
Yeah, and I can see that. And I used to go deep sea fishing a lot.
I've never done that.
Now
It's on the
that's
bucket list.
That's really fun. My grandfather caught an electric eel 3 times. That's a pain in the ass. Because
Oh, I got him. Ah.
they don't appreciate that. We would do it on charters, you know.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
He kept catching these fucking eels. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know why, but and they'll slam it on the side of the boat just to try and get it off the line.
Yeah.
Well, these motherfuckers never came off the line. They ended up having to cut it every single time.
Yeah.
But
You might as well just, when you see it in the water, just bye.
I did have fun doing that. Maybe because it was a charter and they
do everything for you.
no, it's not even that. Like
You don't have to get your own gear. You don't have to get your own boat. You just show up at a time. You get on the boat, and then
And they-
everything's ready for you.
and they just kind of know they
And they
take
know
you where
exactly
they know
where-
where they're
yeah.
going, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. You're gonna catch something,
Probably.
you know. You bait her on hook. You do all that shit. You
Yeah,
bring
sure.
your own fish in. You actually take them off the line yourself. So past that, you put them in a cooler or whatever. Yeah, you get off the boat and they'll cut it for you if you want and all that stuff. Past that, I mean, but they kept coming over because my grandfather kept catching these eels. It was good times though. I do remember that, and that was always in Florida. I don't really remember where. I had another set of grandparents that lived in Fort Lauderdale, so my guess is it was around there. Again, this was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was good fun though.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But again, you're out there for a couple hours. You're gonna get something.
Mhm. Well, yeah, because they
And
have
so-
plotters that tell them exactly where to
Right,
go when they know
and so that
fish
is fun.
school up and-
That is fun. And they're not little fish either.
No.
You know what I mean? So that's fun. But you put me on a lake or something where I gotta figure shit out on my own, and chances are I ain't gonna get shit.
You know the worst part about fishing in Ohio? They cannot legally drink on a boat in Ohio
Well,
on public waterways,
right, but
which sucks.
I don't know that I've ever actually fished other than the deep sea fishing. In Ohio, for sure, I've never fished off of a boat.
Yeah, I mean, just saying. Like
It's
you know,
always been
you know how
shoreline.
like you see in movies and stuff, people are floating around on the boats drinking. You can't do that in the state.
Yeah.
Which is sad. But I get it, But
Yeah, it's
if I'm not the one
public
driving the boat,
safety.
you also have to have a license to drive a boat in the state.
Yes.
Did you know that? If you were born after a certain year, you have to have a license to drive a boat.
I did.
You might be older than that requirement.
I don't know if I
I don't know the year, but I
I
know
don't-
that
I don't
I'm
either.
required to, and I can tell you right now I don't do that because I don't care. I think your camera's dying.
Oh no!
Oh.
Why?
Huh?
GoPro going down.
I think it died because it's not blinking anymore.
Oh no! It had plenty of battery.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
We coulda had it plugged in the
We
whole time.
stuck again.
Well, doesn't that suck a big donkey dick?
Oh, well, it was a beta test anyway. Rip, my guy.
Sound clipped
Um,
that.
All right, so we got some wolves and some bears and some whatnots. What are you doing there,
I was
son?
trying to mark this because he wanted to hear me say, well, doesn't that suck a big donkey dick?
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, what else you guys want to hit on here?
Drugs, alcohol, and women.
Yeah. No.
No, I mean,
Okay.
Just alcohol today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Never drugs.
I'm fairly disappointed.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll live.
Yeah, I
What's that?
suppose.
What's that?
Dilly.
I guess this is
Schmuckatelli.
not going to be going up. Well, maybe it'll still go up as a...
A half.
Yeah.
Halfy. Half staff.
I had plenty of battery life, though. That's terrible. I was doing it in 4K, though, so...
That's probably
Oh, that's
what
what
sucked
you
it
just
up.
burned up.
So we were going to talk about Takashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, shit!
So
Yeah.
he apparently... No,
No,
not
for
that.
not for Takashi.
Takashi, apparently, he was going through all that snitching stuff. He got caught up in some legal battles. And he
What?
snitched on everyone.
His birth name is Daniel Hernandez.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
yeah. And he looks like a Skittle threw up.
He does. That's a perfect way. That's perfect.
It's like if you left a bag of Skittles out,
a bag
and
of dicks.
and you open them up and you left them on the ground, and then it rained and they ran all over the place. That's
Yeah.
Takashi 6ix9ine.
Sure. I mean,
But
when
that
you get the expired ones out of an MRE bag, they're starting to turn gray. You ever had a bag of those? The M&M sure shit turned gray.
I don't. No, I don't know. No.
Well, guess
No.
you never had old enough MREs.
all right. So apparently he.
I mean, I've had old MREs. I've had MREs that had fucking Tabasco sauce that was literally
Ugh.
nothing. It was like
that
powder.
doesn't last as long as people think it does.
No. Anyways, I'm sorry. Takashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, so apparently, he was going through he was locked up for a bunch of stuff. Let's see, it was like conspiracy to commit murder, stuff like that. And he was already on probation. So he gets locked up and he's snitching like, all good snitches do. And he ends up getting a 2-year prison sentence, I believe. I can't read on
Do you remember what it was for, though?
What he actually pled to?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It says.
That, let's see.
He pled guilty to 9 charges, including conspiracy to murder and armed robbery.
Okay.
2 years?
He got 2 years because he
Jesus.
testified against fellow members of the, 9 Trey gangsters.
Sure.
So he was sentenced in December 2019, and then he was just released in April 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Which, I don't really have much to say that's good about that. I mean, he was an active gang member who
And a snitch.
pled guilty to conspiracy to commit murder, and because he's famous, let's be honest, because he's famous, they let him out because of the coronavirus. I don't know. I don't agree with that, but my opinion doesn't matter. But now he's been on house arrest, and the reason that we even brought this up is because he had to move because his dumbass took a picture on a balcony, I think it was. Is that what the story was? And then people figured out where he was staying, and they doxed him, telling everybody where he lives. And obviously, he's going to have a couple gang members, I think, that are going to be pretty upset with him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Right?
So he's probably his expiration date's probably coming up.
The real question is this going to bring on some more memes?
Oh, Takashi memes?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
when did that happen? Do we have that story about him having to move? It was within the last day or two, right?
Yeah.
Just hit the back. It was on your
yeah.
search there.
No. It was somewhere around here. I don't know. Oh, you know what? It wasn't.
Right there. Relocated 8 hours ago. So
Oh.
8 hours ago, he had to relocate.
Well, that's when TMZ got a hold of it, at least.
Yeah. Well, TMZ is usually pretty fast about stuff. So we'll just say within the last day,
Mm-hmm.
he had to relocate because his address was leaked online, which doesn't really bode well for him.
Sucks to be you, nerd.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for him.
Look at how ugly. I mean, I know you guys can't see it.
It looked like he got melted Starburst for teeth.
Look how terrible this guy is.
He got a lot of... I think he has the number 69 tattooed on him 69 times. I think that was part of his little shtick, because he's got it all over his fingers, all over his face.
Can you imagine going to prison with all those tats like that?
I'm sure he was on PC.
And in Goldilocks, rainbow hair.
Yeah. I don't know if he was still rainbow when he actually ended up getting locked up.
Hey, we're back.
Oh,
We're back on video.
He's got
Yeah.
a cute little man bun on the other one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm telling you, this guy is just terrible looking.
I'm sure girls think he's just gorgeous, too.
You think?
Does anyone
Pe-
actually
people
like his
think
music?
Post Malone is hot.
No, I don't think so.
There's stuff on the internet all the time. You know why he's hot? Because he raps and he has money.
No.
Google
No.
is Post Malone hot. I guarantee you there's an article.
I'm going to do it. I don't even give a shit.
I bet you if you Google this schmuck, people think he's hot too.
At least he can sing. Unlike Mr. 69.
Post Malone is...
First story. Can you read the title there? Please. Indulge me.
Shut up.
That's from
Post
last
Malone.
year.
Yes, Post Malone is totally kind of hot.
Kind of.
And actually, in that picture, he doesn't
He's
look
not
super
that-
ugly.
he's
He's
not-
not cute, though.
No.
You know why he got all those fake tats?
Why?
Because he said himself that he's ugly. So he's like, I
Yeah.
might as well face tap my face.
That actually is exactly what he said. So, no.
Yeah.
His devil may care attitude towards facial... No, the dude doesn't fucking take care of himself at all. Which, granted, I may not have a whole lot to speak on this right now, but come on. His face has to give him a certain undeniable je ne sais quoi. No,
I don't know. I don't think I'm a super attractive man, but I'm definitely hotter than Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone is...
Ugly.
Well,
Verdict.
If you don't agree with us, let us know why.
If you can't grow a real beard, shave your face.
Like
And
you.
don't. I can grow a goatee. I can't grow a real beard.
No, I got a full beard rocking right
I
now.
can grow
so
a really good goatee.
here for the
but
camera.
Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't.
Who cares?
I don't know.
I can grow a really good goatee. It's just it doesn't fill in right here on the jawline. very
Yeah.
well,
That's all right.
so-
Maybe you'll hit puberty someday, buddy.
One day.
Or,
So this was.
I don't care.
I don't know. We're getting a little way far away, but
As long as I don't look like that, I'm good.
Takashi for sure. Yeah, that's a Skittles bag right there.
Yeah.
I don't even. Is that his real hair? You think?
Do you just
I don't know.
walk? Do you just walk in the salon one day with a bag of Skittles?
Be
Like,
like-
I want this.
Be like, hey, hey, fam, fuck my shit up, dog.
Give me.
I want this.
I want to
in my
taste the
hair.
rainbow.
Hey, you're gonna taste my rainbow.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
boy.
have no doubt that that's what they said in prison.
I like that hair.
Looks like he got done with one of those color runs.
Got a pretty mouth, boy.
Yeah.
Where you,
Or he got shot with a bunch of paintballs.
yeah. But no, that's
What a
him.
fugly little guy.
Man,
That's all right. I'm sure we're.
you think before all this shit that he was ugly?
he might have been a normal looking human being.
I think he probably was. I mean,
Google Takashi pre-tats. I'm sure they have a picture of him somewhere.
Or someone just
He was born in 1994. He's definitely got social media pictures before he
does.
had face tats. I mean, everybody was on MySpace back in the day. Everybody.
Oh,
I won't say it.
I didn't spell that right at all. But you know what? It'll work because Google knows all.
There you go.
Tattoos.
Hey, he looks like a normal.
He actually, yeah. Look at this.
Tattoos.
Look at this.
Like he looks like a normal kid.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's definitely. I mean, that's a lot of 6'9" on his arm, but
Yeah, but he
his
doesn't have it on his
face isn't
freaking
all
forehead.
fucked up.
Like he looks like a normal person.
Yeah. So, why would you? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. He's made a lot of money off of it.
Moving on. Takashi, you're a snitch, and someone's gonna get you.
Probably.
Not that I care.
Nah.
I mean, whatever. You do you.
It's
There you go. There's Post Malone and Takashi in the same one.
I don't give a shit. If you had to choose, it ain't Post.
No.
No, it's not.
No. He has a more normal face. Takashi. I mean, he's
Yeah.
still pretty busted, but
Yeah, but
whatever. I don't know what else we got. You want to talk about the?
I found a story from Fox 8, which is our Cleveland Fox affiliate news. And I actually posted something on my Facebook about it.
You did.
And it was very I don't understand what these people are doing. So we got our stimulus check.
Yep.
I'm sure most everyone who's listening, because it's not like we make a lot of money and would be exempt from this. So we got our stimulus checks, and if you have kids and all that, blah 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 blah, whatever.
I mean, I got a good chunk of change.
I did get a good chunk of change. That's not really my point. And the funny part is the whole point of that was a stimulus check to stimulate the economy, right?
Uh-huh.
Why are people mad? Because people are at Walmart buying shit?
I don't know. You know where mine is?
I don't give a shit.
It's sitting in my savings account. I don't
I
give
mean,
a
that's
shit.
cool. Good for you. I bought a fridge.
That's my rainy day fund.
I bought a fridge.
I'm doing okay. I'm still spending the normal amount of money I was in the economy, so I'm not a detriment to the economy right now.
The only thing,
And I am too.
The
Like
only
I said, all I did was I bought a fridge.
Yeah, I'm not running out
the
making
only
big
thing that's
purchases because I don't
changed
need anything. Right
is
now.
I'm not going to restaurants. That's the
Exactly.
only thing that's changed.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the biggest thing, we got a stimulus check and whatever. Now, the Democrats they had put a new bill. I don't know where it is. House or I hope that video picked that up.
I know that it better pick that up.
House, Senate. I don't know where it is.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Congress.
matter.
There you go.
Congress. Very well.
Yeah.
And what they're looking at, or what they're proposing, is to give a $2,000 check per month per person. Children are also
People.
an extra $2,000. So for me and my family, you're talking $10,000 a month on top of what I already make.
Uh-huh.
And if you're making unemployment,
Oh.
right, you're already getting an extra $600 on top of whatever you make on unemployment.
You're already making more than us on that.
Granted, unemployment is taxed, okay?
Right.
You know,
But you...
taxing money you didn't have in the first place isn't really that big of a shame, though. I mean...
Well, but let's be honest. If you're working... If you were working and you're getting unemployment, at some point in time, you did have something to do with it.
Yeah, I'm not saying...
Yeah.
No, but I'm just talking about, like...
At least
Like, I don't feel bad for the guys that are getting the extra $600 and that's still being taxed because, like... Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Sucks you don't have a job, but, like...
I'm not
let's
complaining
get
about it at all.
Yeah.
My thing is, we make a couple $1,000s a month.
Sure.
We're not going to go into details, and that's why I'll just leave it at that.
No, I mean we aren't hurting. Like,
We're not hurting.
We make good
No.
money, but we definitely earn it.
We do make we make decent money, and nobody can ever say that. But $10,000 a month more on top of what I already make.
Full stop. So in my household, with the amount of people, well, same thing.
$10,000.
So that's $120,000 a year. I don't, give or take, I don't make half that in a year. It depends on overtime and things. It's
Sure.
a little bit less than that.
Sure.
Like without giving exact
And
numbers,
mine's
I don't
cl-
make
and
half
mine's-
that.
And mine's close.
I don't make half that in a year. And you're going to give me twice of what more than I've ever made in my life in 1 year. That doesn't compute. It's stupid. In all honesty, I'm questioning the article as a whole. If this was just like a two dudes said it to him and then it kind of turned into this thing, because it's not feasible. This is not sustainable.
No.
I think it would be financially irresponsible, and I think it's pandering.
So at first, what I had brought up in my post, I said, "What does this do to the future economy?"
Mm-hmm.
Because you might get an uphill because you're gonna give people all this money, but it's gonna fall
Oh, yes.
even harder than what it already has.
Yes.
Let the economy come back kind of on its own. But regardless, what does that do to the future economy? Because you're gonna overload the system,
Yes.
right?
Inflation, which you're going to talk about.
So, and my thing is then what does it do to the U.S. dollar?
It makes it completely worthless.
Worthless.
Because the money that you're going to be giving us does not exist. You are just printing, let's see, 360, or how many million? 360 million Americans? So that's 720, and then you move the zero. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
Every
of money.
single month.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So, I mean, what would that be? 760 billion, I think, is if the math's right. Because if it's 350 and then you double it and then add the 3 zeros, it'd be $760 billion per month.
Yeah.
Per month. Think about that. That's a 750 billion every single month. And our friggin' national deficit's like, what, 20 million?
And
or
look,
20 trillion,
I'm not saying people don't need continued help.
Sure. But there are systems for that already.
Well, not only that, but $2,000 a month for an individual. Okay, as long as they're making less than $120,000 a year.
Well, hold on, look at that. So it would be a 3-month stimulus, right? It says for the following 3 months, but then it's retroactive to March.
Yep.
So I'd be getting so
you
get March, April, and into May. So I'd be getting
Jesus.
a check for just for me
$30,000
for $6,000.
Well, sure. And my household, I'm getting a check. You're gonna drop $30,000 on my lap.
You know how much I could do with $30,000?
I could do a lot, and
Oh my God.
I would do something that would benefit me and my life. I wouldn't just waste it away.
Sure.
But my next problem is what about these people who are already on government assistance, already abusing the system? I'm not saying everybody on government assistance and everything is abusing the system. So don't get me wrong when I say that. But my point is what you're doing here with giving anyone, especially someone who makes less than $120,000 a year, you are making them not only dependent on the government, but you are teaching them to live beyond their means.
Yeah.
And that was part of the stock market crash in 2008.
Yeah.
Because people were buying these houses
That they couldn't afford.
But they couldn't afford. People were getting approved for these loans that they couldn't afford, and they were defaulting on their loans.
Yeah.
And then people wonder, well, why? Oh, what happened? No, you can't live within your means.
Yes.
You can't afford a house that, the mortgage is $2,000 a month and then still deal with the rest of your time.
That was you.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think so.
No, it's
No, all my whatever. That's all turned off. But whatever.
this
Boom.
this computer's down.
Plug it in. The charger's right there.
My mortgage is way less than that.
Yeah.
And it's way less than that because, when I went to buy a house, oh, for fuck's sake.
It just died.
It's all right. Plug it in. It'll be fine. Yeah, hit that.
When I went to buy a house, I knew how much money I made. I knew how much I could afford.
Mhm.
And I looked for something that was less than that.
That would be
Common
how
sense.
A normal adjusted person would do it.
Responsible thing.
But the problem is these banks were like, oh, yeah, you can, and how is this not going to do that? Because, again, retroactive back to March, $30,000, that's a chunk of change.
Sure.
That's life altering.
Mhm.
I won't necessarily say changing, but it's altering.
No, but I could pay off
A lot.
all my debt,
Yep.
most of my car, and then I still have, a little bit of money left over.
Sure. And
Well, not all my debt. I couldn't pay my house off. I owe a lot more than that on my house. But I bought a house I could afford, so I'm not worried about it. I don't need $30,000 from the government to afford my stuff because I bought things I can afford.
sure.
None of us do.
No.
Well, and that's true, too. None of us do.
I don't see this being. This isn't going to happen.
No.
Number one.
And so we've
And
got...
number two. The reason it isn't going to happen is I read the comments and somebody was saying
Did you?
this is they didn't say it in this way, but it's pandering. What they're doing is they're saying, well, we want to give you a shitload of money, and then when it's voted down, they're going to go, well, the Republicans don't want to give you the money.
Right.
But then we're not talking about politics here because you can go left, right, red, blue.
Sure.
I don't care. But if you look back at what happened with the first set of stimulus, who was trying to shoehorn everything in there that didn't belong?
Democrats.
Yeah, go back and read it.
It is what it is. Just read it up, and that we'll just leave it at
make
that.
your own opinions.
We'll just leave it at that.
Make your own opinions on it, but research that, and then tell me that this isn't pandering. It just is.
Right. And then so
And
someone
I'm not
said,
saying that Republicans don't do the exact same stuff. I'm just saying that when you lure that, like, hang that much money in front of people, and then you don't give it to them, they're going to get pissy, and they're going to go, well, who do I blame?
well, especially in this day and age, because how many people feel that they're entitled to it?
A lot.
I wish I made $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Everyone.
But
you know what? I don't.
No, and I don't think my job right now is worth that. If my
No.
job paid me, it'd be
No.
ridiculous. My job right now, I'm not worth that much. I know. I assume, like, I always want to be
We know
paid
you're not.
more. I know. Yeah, yeah, I know. Performance reviews, write-ups, all that. No, but the thing is like, yeah, I want to make more money. Like when we renegotiate contracts and we get pay raises, I want that. But then it's cost of living stuff. But my job, the thing I do, is not worth that much money.
I don't
It isn't.
think so.
It's not. Not in the place we do it and what we're doing.
Nah.
I don't think it is.
No.
Do I think I'm worth more than I am right now? Sure.
Yeah.
Is what I do right now worth $10,000 a month? Absolutely not.
I don't think. Yeah.
No.
And that number again is on top of what you're already making. Holy cow! That's a significant amount of money. And even if it's for 3 months, trust me, someone can adjust in 3 months and
they'll
figure it out real quick how to fuck their life up.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're
People
giving
do
somebody
it all the time.
$2,000 a month for somebody who has been making minimum wage, working for $8 an hour, 40 hours a week.
Right. I remember doing that.
That's
I think
$320 every week. So that's $1,200
before taxes.
$1,280 we don't even count in tax. $1,280 a month on minimum wage when you're working full time.
Oh,
Give or
a month?
take, I'm pretty
A
sure.
month, yeah.
So
I'll give you that.
$1,200.
Yeah.
You're giving that person another $2,000.
Mhm.
Eventually, they're going to start spending $3,000 a month. You cut that off. Now they have to spend $3,000 a month. And they're making $1,200. It
Right.
doesn't make sense.
And they're not going to be able to keep up with
It doesn't
that.
compute.
And in this article, it is all Democrats that put in for this, and that is what it is. I don't care which side of the aisle you sit on, or if you kind of sit in the middle, which I think most people actually.
I think
sit
most
in the middle.
reasonable human beings have opinions that fall on either side.
Yeah.
I think when you talk to each rational human being,
it's just-
you're going to argue about some things and you're going to agree on
Yep.
some things, and that's fine. And that's
Mhm.
what this country is about, and that's what I appreciate about it.
And so I don't
And
know.
many other things. This is just silly. It's all lip service.
It is.
Yep.
It absolutely is. And someone even brought up as one of the comments that don't forget it's an election year.
Yep.
And so
And we're coming up on the election.
and
fast.
so right,
Yeah.
we are faster than we think we are, because really the whole campaign is just
it's dead.
it's not happening.
It's not happening because it can't.
What- and
Because
that's
trust
true
me,
too, but,
if they were allowed to be out campaigning, they all would.
but how many ads have you seen?
None.
That's
Because
weird.
Those-
because that would be in poor taste.
They already. Yeah, they
Hey,
all
don't
stopped.
forget to come vote for us. We love you.
You think it'd be in poor taste
Yes.
though?
Because everybody's home and you start smashing with ads like that, I think it would be in poor taste.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not saying
But
either way.
here's the thing.
I don't know.
I'm not a campaign manager. I don't do ad research, any of that stuff. Do you think if it was in their best interest to run ads right now, do you think they would?
I hate political ads. No, you're right. They would absolutely. If it was
There's a
in the
reason they're
best
not being done.
I hate those fucking ads anyways.
I know.
And I don't care who it's for, whether it's for a person I voted for or not. I fucking hate campaign season. It is terrible.
You know what I hate? I hate when every local congressman or whatever comes and puts one of those things on my door handle.
Oh.
I put a note on my door that says, if you leave anything here, I will go out of my way to vote against you.
Yeah.
Do not leave your shit on my doorstep.
Right.
I don't want it. I'm not voting for you. I don't care. I'm going to vote based on what I believe in.
Right.
I'm not going to vote based on you leaving a thing on my door.
Sure.
Except for to then counteract that because you
Yeah.
piss me off.
Yeah.
You're wasting money. I don't
Yep.
care.
No,
Leave
you
me
cannot.
alone.
No, you cannot put a sign in my yard.
No.
No, I don't know who you are.
No.
I'll do my research and I'll vote for who I want. And quite frankly, and I know that people are like, well, you should search all the issues and all the candidates. No. If I don't understand the candidacy or what the seat is or whatever it is, I don't vote on it.
No, because that's irresponsible.
Because, right, I'm not just going to pick one.
And then if you go in and you vote all Republican or all Democrat on everything all the time based on your beliefs, you're ignorant.
You are.
Because that Democrat or that Republican could be a shitbag.
Right.
And you voted for them just because of the
Right.
letter next to their name. That
Yeah.
makes you ignorant.
Absolutely.
And that's not what this country was founded on.
And you're absolutely right. And I don't, to me, I just don't agree with that.
Because I'm registered as a Republican.
I am too.
I have voted for Democrats.
I
because
have too.
It depends on if the majority of the things that they believe in are the things that I believe in.
I wish the whole two-party system would just be.
That's what I was about
would
to
just
say.
be gone.
That was never originally
No, but
part of it.
But here's the thing: is everybody says this. If we all just got them on the same train, everybody that complains about it, we wouldn't have a two-party system because we just wouldn't vote for them. But
Well-
no, it's never going to happen
Right.
because
It's
we
not.
continue to allow it to happen.
But to me, I don't know how fair it is to say, you know what, I went up against all these Democrats because I'm a Democrat and because I won this imaginary.
I'm the best Democrat.
Yeah, I'm the best Democrat. Now I'm the only one you have to choose from.
Mhm.
Why? I don't like that.
Well,
I don't give a shit. If you had however many Democrats were campaigning at the beginning of the year or whatever, 25 or something crazy.
And look who we got left with.
Well, that's neither here nor there. That's a whole different topic. But okay, so if 25 people want to run for president, why can't they?
they do,
But then
but they don't. They don't get involved in the national debates or anything because they don't poll high enough.
right, and
And that's how things are controlled is what's showed in
And
the media.
right.
And
But that's
if
the
I can't
problem.
hear what the third party candidate says because all I'm hearing is the red guy and the blue guy yell at each other, they're never going to win because they don't get enough press to have their
And it's
issues
always
out there.
got to be those guys that are so far away from each other.
Yeah.
That are arguing with each other. It's like, no. What about some of these people who were like, you know what? Yeah, I do agree with a stimulus check or something like that. But you know what? Let's not have it be $10,000 a month to this family of 5, because that's a little irresponsible, and the government and the country can't sustain that itself.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, put something in the middle. Fine. Did people need that stimulus check again? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people didn't, because
and
there
here's the thing.
absolutely are people who did.
Yes. I
didn't need it.
Yeah, I still would have. If it was a vote, I still would have voted against it. I think it still was financially irresponsible.
It could have gone to something better.
Well, and where did the money come from in the first place?
It didn't. It's made up.
But it's got to come from somewhere. In the long run, it's gonna come from somewhere.
And that's why it's sitting somewhere, because there's going to be a time that all the chickens are going to be counted.
Yeah. And
I want to have money there for when that happens. I don't know exactly what that means, but there's going to be a time when I need that money, and it's just going to sit there. Or tax time comes around, and I've heard both ways that this isn't going to fuck with taxes.
It's not.
That bitch is going to sit there
research.
until tax time's over, because
if
they go, hey, we want that $3,000 we gave you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, well, I don't have it, and they're going to go, well, sucks. You have to pay us because we told you do. So it's just going to sit there unless there's an emergency. Obviously, I'm not going to let my kid's foot get amputated and not fix it if I need the money.
Right.
But
right.
I'm not going to go buy a friggin' Porsche or start doing cocaine or some weird shit.
I mean,
right.
I'm going to just leave it sit because
someone
I don't need it.
I
make enough money. Thankfully, we didn't lose our jobs through this, and we've been able to work, and our hours haven't been cut. We've continued to get all of our pay and all of our benefits, which, once again, I'm very grateful for, because a lot of people got screwed, and it sucks. And that's why it's just going to sit there until I find a good purpose for it, and I know that it's never going to come back to haunt me.
Sure. No, and you know what? Good on you. There's nothing wrong with that. What'd you do with it?
I still have it.
You still have yours, too?
I'm buying a truck soon. So.
Well, that's true. So you're going to use it for that.
Yeah. I could have easily waited longer and saved up more, but this has kind of helped push my goal up a little. So
like I said, I bought a fridge, and then the rest is just kind of chilling. But I've needed a fridge for like 3 years.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So
you were going to end up buying one anyway.
I was, and it just happened to be a good time to buy it.
And that's how I am right now. Like I was really going to wait till the fall
to buy the truck,
because that's when prices drop.
All the year-end stuff happens.
All the year-end
well, they're fucking dirt cheap
sale.
right now.
And that's why I'm pushing so hard right now to look for one, because it's prime time.
Yeah.
So, easy transition here. What do you guys think about Ohio basically being completely open by the end of this month? It's, give or take, by the 20th, I think all the restaurants will be open for dine-in, all that. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think it's too early? Do you think it's too late? Like, should we have done this 3 weeks ago?
There are many different camps on this, and
yes.
I don't know where I fall, because is the coronavirus an issue? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you deny that it's an issue, then you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Right.
Whether you want to go and start talking about statistics and the flu kills more and blah blah blah, shut the fuck up. All right, I get it, but the fact of the matter is this is a worldwide pandemic that has literally reached all areas of the world.
Yeah, all inhabited areas.
all inhabited. You're right. All inhabited areas of the world.
My thought is, did we do too much?
As Ohio?
Yes.
So here's my thinking, and I don't know what it would have been like before that, but they always say like flatten the curve and blah blah blah. But by flattening the curve, did you then extend?
Yes, that's the point of flattening the curve.
But
that's how the graph works.
I understand that, but at the same time, I don't know. We get into destiny again, but if the curve spiked, would it have spiked and then come back down fairly quickly?
Yes.
Rather than this long drawn out process.
I don't know
months?
the exact numbers, but say it would come in within a week, it would kill 1 million people, and then would fall off. And then it would basically go away. Once again, all made up numbers, just completely made off of their own. But then with the flattening of the curve thing, say it takes 3 months to completely peak and go down, and it looks like a big, sloping hill, and only 100,000 people die or whatever. Once again, completely made up numbers that I just made up. But it's control. Basically, you're controlling how fast people get it. Because then you can control how many people are getting put in the hospital for it and how many people are being treated for it. Like, that's all science shit that I don't know anything about. What I do know is how many people are hurting right now because they couldn't go to work. Like,
Right.
People that really it didn't make sense that they couldn't go to work, like hairdressers. Why couldn't we limit how many people could go and get their haircut? Because
you could do that by appointment only, can't you?
I don't know when they're opening back up, but you couldn't before.
But my point
Yes.
is
Because I make an appointment for my haircut, and I show up one time, and then I
you
cut
know what?
my haircut and I leave.
Wear a fucking mask, whatever
No
it is.
walk-ins, all that.
No walk-ins.
Why did we completely eliminate that business for, I don't know, 2 months?
And that's where I have this problem.
So every single one of them is now on unemployment, or at least trying to
maybe.
Or
because a lot of them are self-employed.
Or they
and
lost their houses, lost their apartments, lost their cars.
lost their job. Because
everything.
They own their business.
Exactly. These people, that's just one example that got completely destroyed.
Right.
Because they went too far, in my opinion. I think there was a way to abate that would have been safe. And then there's plenty of other industries that are in shambles that, we're all going to recover. As a country, we'll all come together and we'll recover. But I don't think you had to hurt as many people as we did
to get it there.
To get where we are now. Because, I don't know.
The worst,
it seems irresponsible.
The worst thing I see, and we've all seen it on Facebook and social media, and, it really rings true, at least to me. How come, we can all go to Walmart or we can all go to our local grocery stores that are big chain around here? We don't have mom and pop grocery stores around here.
No.
Not
really.
We can all go to these the chain gas stations, but these restaurants, let's take these mom and pop restaurants around here. How many mom and pop restaurants, and by mom and pop, I mean just they're not a chain restaurant.
No, like Bob and Sue own it, and they've owned it for 45 years.
And how many of those stayed open? Not just for curbside service or anything. How many are not even open now because they cannot sustain just having curbside service or pickup?
It's got to be a large percentage of them.
So what happens when they're not even open for months at a time?
Yeah.
And these people, they still own the building, or they're still leasing the building,
so got to pay all that,
and all their debt and everything else that they still have as a small business owner.
All of your produce went to shit.
Everything you had is completely garbage now.
So even when they say you can open back up, how many thousands and thousands of dollars is it going to cost just for you to open back up?
Well, yeah.
So we
and the only reason I say that is because my wife works for one of those businesses.
I was about to say, we have a friend who used to be a cook and run a business.
Yeah.
He said you have to have enough money to run on your own for what? I think it's 3 years.
When you start from scratch.
When you start from scratch.
Oh,
so now all these restaurants are basically going to start from scratch.
Sure.
Now. I mean, not quite, but it's still going to be a long time before they can recover.
It's going to take a couple years, and they're not going to have the money to do all this all over again.
Because there's a diner in the town over.
Man. Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the diner that was here.
No, because that's technically a chain. It's a small chain, but there's a diner that's like like this old lady and this old dude. Like, they cook the food and they bring it out to you, and they're the only two that work there. But they can't. I'm sure they've been closed because how is this 60-year-old couple gonna
survive?
Keep making this food and it's not. They're not gonna make money. They might make enough money to cover their expenses a little bit, but it wouldn't be enough for them to get up and work all day to just stand around. Like, it doesn't.
And that's my thing.
But I kind of get the restaurants a little bit though, because that's where you're gonna get sick.
So
packing into a restaurant, but maybe limiting the amount of people, something. But you completely destroyed tons of people's lives.
Small business owners, Fin Feather and Fur closed. And granted, they're a little bit. What do they have? 3 stores?
Did they go under?
No, but they closed down totally.
Well, they also sold out.
Well,
yeah, they were making money hand over fist. Right
listen, I get it. They're a sporting goods store and everything else, but that's not where I am. That's not my point. Okay, here we go. Gyms.
All right.
Yeah.
How many local gyms do we have around here?
Yeah, tons.
I know, at least in my area. Again, my wife goes to one of them. It is one of a kind. Mm-hmm. It is its own entity.
Just a dude, and
it's gone. It's not, you can't open. They're not allowed to open. How does he survive? The dude that owns that is his livelihood.
Yeah.
How do you survive?
Because you can't keep collecting membership from people because you're not providing them their service, and you still have to pay your rent, and you still have to pay your electricity, and you still have to pay all that stuff.
They're talking about talk to your landlord, see if you can't get it.
But then how is he going to survive? Because he makes money on your rent.
Exactly, and it's compounding, and so
it's trickle up economics.
Again, we talked about this before.
It's the shit ball is rolling on everyone.
So you kept these big chains open, basically.
Yeah.
And I get it. People need goods. They need their goods, and we do. But you decimated these local places, and you're just not going to have that. I mean, we'll have to wait and watch and see what actually happens, but there's no way that most of these places are going to be able to open back up. You go down the street, you go down the main street between like my town and Canton, that Lincoln Way, which turns into West Tusk. How many one-of-a-kind businesses are on that road alone?
Yeah.
And they're not even open. They're just closed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they're going to survive now, and then to be able to open back up. It's just too bad. And that's the problem I have with this flattening the curve crap.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want the hospitals to get overwhelmed. I don't want people to get sick. I don't want more people to die. I don't want any of that.
No.
But at what point do you say,
it's worth the risk?
It's worth the risk, because now these people, they may not physically die. Of course they might. Yeah. Just because they can't eat.
No, yeah, they can't feed. They can't afford to feed themselves. They can't pay for maybe their medicines. Yep. They can't do any of that stuff. Yep. And you've basically now made them dependent on the government.
And then in flip turn, right? I don't know.
Close enough. Whatever. It works. Just keep going.
Understand.
On the flip side of that,
there you go.
Did you just make more criminals? Again, we'll have to wait and see.
Sure.
Yeah.
But these people who need to survive, people will do what they have to do to survive.
Sure.
I don't know. My 2 cents. I'm sorry. I went on a hell of a rant there.
It's fine.
It's
That's why we talk about
it's
things.
Just something that's been it's just something that's been bothering me for a while, because I see both sides of it. I really do. The social distancing thing, I get it. The flatten the curve thing, I get it. Like,
yes, leave that up. We talked about this with the drug episode, that every person should be able to determine what's best for them. If I want to go out and I don't want to wear a mask and I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do, I should be allowed to.
Yeah, but the problem with that then becomes is cool for you, and then you come in contact with somebody else who, you end up being a carrier. You come in contact with somebody else because you're not wearing a mask,
and then their grandma gets sick and dies.
And then
cool.
It should have just been everything stays open.
Yes,
but absolutely can't stay open. But you just have to wear a mask.
I don't know. You either do it one way or the other. You either shut everything the fuck down, right, and just do it right off the rip, or survival of the fittest, I guess. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I could give it to that person and they could give it to the grandma. Their grandma would die. Whatever. That person chose to come out that day. Correct? I know you have to do things and have to get things. If they're protecting themselves and they're wearing a mask and they're wearing gloves and all that stuff and they bathe and don't... You can protect yourself from carrying it or getting it just in that way. Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck?
But even still, this whole time...
Oh, asshole.
I don't know. I'm not breathing through my nose.
You can protect yourself, and you can protect the others.
All right, hold on. Just same thing here.
Yeah.
How many times have you gone to the grocery store? You grocery shop for your family?
No.
Okay, well, how many times have you gone out?
No.
You haven't gone out at all?
No, but my life hasn't changed.
Do you get gas?
Sure.
Do you wear gloves and a mask when you get out of your car?
No.
Okay, how about you? When you go to the grocery store?
I'm not by anyone.
Okay. You touch the gas pump.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your hands.
But nobody else does. So
okay. And to me, that's the whole fault in wearing gloves. Cool, sure, wear gloves. Now, what'd you just do?
You touch it with the gloves and you touch something else.
You just transferred fucking virus and everything everywhere.
My point is, when I go to the grocery store, I don't wear a mask.
It was actually proven that you're off not wearing a mask.
Well, there's a lot of...
But that's because people tend to touch
both
their face and
don't
wash their goddamn hands. Just wash your fucking hands.
Oh, I'll tell you, wearing a mask has made me touch my face 10 times
I have
more.
I have to move it. I have to adjust it. Because it'll get into my line of sight.
It's
and
annoying.
I need to be able to see. It's a big part of my job.
Only put a mask on if you absolutely fucking have to. If you're going...
Exposing yourself directly. Knowingly exposing yourself.
But otherwise... Leave it
this
be.
Is how I feel about it.
Wash your fucking hands. Shower when you're done doing shit. Whatever.
This is how I feel about it.
Wash your clothes.
I've been exposed to this. 100% guaranteed.
We.
Well, I'm just talking about...
It's just the environment we work in.
Yes.
We get exposed to a lot of stuff.
I've been 100% exposed to it. I probably have already had it at this point. Statistically
I would
speaking,
say that's
with the
probably
amount
a
of
good
exposure
thing.
that we've had,
Mhm.
knowingly and unknowingly, because of when the confirmations and things, obviously leaving out details for
Right.
the sake of privacy and whatnot, we were exposed to it long before we ever knew we were.
Agreed.
The chances that we've already had it, got over it, or had it and carried it and never even had symptoms are so high that I've already brought it home. It's been all over my house.
Mhm.
My kids have already been exposed to it. And, kids are not as prone to be that ill from it anyway. I'm not that worried about it. I can go to a restaurant now and eat and not worry about whoever's coughing all over my damn food because I've probably already had it. I'm not worried about it. And then it should be my choice.
That's just like I ate dirt as a kid.
Yeah. It should be my choice whether or not I want to risk going to a restaurant. And then obviously, yes, if you want to limit restaurants and you want to put a limit on, half capacity or third capacity of whatever, just to limit exposure, you can spread people out more, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you're killing these people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many people are dying because of things that are happening afterwards? Think about how many people have committed suicide because they're so destitute right now. I'm sure that's a number.
I'm sure we'll find
I'm
out
sure
what that
it's a
number
number.
is, too.
Or they couldn't afford to pay for their medicine because unemployment's taking so long to get, and they couldn't get government assistance for healthcare or anything. There's someone that's died from that. So I mean, obviously, you're just balancing, like, and it's apples and oranges, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there's obviously flip sides to this, and I think Ohio overreacted a little bit, but it probably wasn't a bad idea overall. But I mean, they hurt a lot of people.
I think inevitably it did hurt a lot of people. Was it the wrong thing? I don't know. Was it the right thing? I don't know. Again, all we have is our opinion.
And we're really coming at it from the best side of it because we didn't get affected by it. I'm not hurt by this at all.
No.
My job has not changed
Mm-mm.
for the most part. I still get paid the same. All my paychecks have cleared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still healthy. I can
Mhm.
still come to my home and my lights are all on and my water is hot and all that. This hasn't hurt me in any way.
Right.
Except for the annoyance of not being able to go to the places I want to do and get the things I want to get.
Right.
Which, like I said, we're coming from the cushy side of it. We're not coming from, the waitress who has 3 kids to feed who can't go to her job because her job doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
And she can't afford to do all those things that I can still afford to do because I'm not losing anything.
I don't.
So from my side, I think we overdid a little bit. From her side, she's probably like, "Fuck, you guys killed me.
Yeah.
Like my kids are starving."
Right.
So,
Yeah, and the system, the whole system right now as a whole, it's unsustainable. The amount of people on unemployment. Yes, do businesses pay into unemployment? Do your taxes pay into unemployment? Absolutely they do. But I'm going to tell you what, they don't pay into the 33 million people that are on unemployment right now?
Yeah.
And then you're going to say, "Oh, you're going to get an extra $600 while you're on unemployment." Extra.
which I don't really understand.
I don't
get
either.
that because like unemployment's unemployment, and you get paid unemployment.
So
What I don't get is how
Well, that system's set up for failure anyways if you've never been on unemployment.
No, we've
here's
talked
a
about
problem
it,
they're
though.
running
It's-
into right now. There's certain companies, I won't say which, that need people back. Well, we'll just say, let's start up Mac Trailer. Mac Trailer trying to get some people back for certain parts of their business.
Yeah.
Okay. People aren't coming back
because they're making more money.
because they're making $4,000 a month.
Well, so here's the problem, though, with that. Because if Mac Trailer offers them their job back,
Yeah.
and they say no,
Exactly.
their unemployment is gone.
Yes, but
and
they have to then
they're-
report it, and then the bureaucracy has to
Right.
go, all right, this person is now cut off.
So that's,
How often is that happening? Not
it's-
enough.
And I think
Exactly.
that's part of the problem because I have seen news stories that saying, people are urging, these businesses to report their workers who are not coming back
Yeah.
because they're making so fucking much on unemployment. I've been on unemployment before, and no.
Not even
No.
close.
They get making this.
Not even close.
No.
But on the flip side, I don't blame these people for not
Taking
wanting-
advantage of the system
Yeah,
that was there.
They were just handed this.
Well, so
Hey, here's a shit ton of money, and you can just stay at home.
but honestly, I think that's part of the problem.
They
First
just-
off, unemployment's set up for failure, especially when you have things like welfare. Yeah, you see it.
I read it. That's horrible.
Especially when you have people on welfare who continue to game the game and play the system. And even though welfare is not supposed to be a lifelong thing, they end up on it for the rest of their life because it pays them well. They get free food. They get free health care. And as long as they just keep kind of fucking with the system, they're going to keep getting it. Well, unemployment's not like that. But then you throw this extra $600 in for these people who didn't make that in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Okay, and
Well, because if you think about, like, if you take a modest number, like
$600 a week.
say you were getting $400 a week, and now you're getting $1,000. That's more money than I make generally
Yeah,
because I pay taxes.
right.
A shitload.
It
of
is taxes. It is taxed,
Yeah, but still.
but not.
But how much work do I have to put in for my money, and that's no work to
Right.
get that money.
And the fun thing about unemployment right now is,
And I'm not saying the government
Part
should
of-
pay me more to do my job. I'm just saying I'm still working to get that much money, and you're just handing people money.
we are part of the essential people, and we are kind of getting shit on. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
If you don't
We're out
think
here
so,
dealing with it day to day.
If you don't think so, cool. You have your opinion, and just like we've talked this whole time, but we're out here every day. We're dealing with this and everything else we have to deal with every single day. We have to worry about bringing all the crap that we have in the first place home, and now we have to deal with this, bringing this home to our families or whoever we live with or
Yep.
whatever else. And what changed for us? I could use an extra $600 a week. I don't want it. That's not what I'm saying. But my point is now you're setting everybody up. Welfare. You're setting unemployment. And unemployment, they don't even have to look for a job now. Because there isn't one. But so when I was on unemployment, you had to apply to 2 jobs a week.
Yeah.
Is that much? No.
No. 'cause
It's
you
really
can just
not.
lie.
It's really not.
Yeah.
But now...
But you had a vested interest in getting a job because you weren't making enough to sustain
Oh,
yourself.
hell no. Unemployment is not enough to sustain.
No.
Not at all.
But in all honesty, it really shouldn't be. It should be like, here's this, get off your ass and get a
Exactly.
job.
And now they're making it so it's something like he just said. If Mac Trailer or whoever the fuck it is says, hey, we're thinking about calling people back. Hey, well, don't call me.
Yeah, they're
And if the company's like, all right, I won't.
Yeah.
Then they won't.
Whatever.
You know, unless they officially offer their job back and then report them,
and that's
it doesn't matter.
they're going the nice way, and then there are people who are on the flip side of the Rona still going around. Now they're getting to that point now. We're like, fine, you just won't have a job now.
Right. And
Period.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I think we've dug ourselves into this hole in the first place. We didn't, but the politicians that we have elected, and you know, they put us in this hole, and now it's going to be very interesting coming out of it.
I don't know.
I don't know how it's going to work either.
Luckily, like I said,
Hi-ho, lock and
we have enough money that we're going to be fine. As the economy does whatever it's going to do,
Mm-hmm.
we can still pay all our bills, and
Mhm.
we can still take advantage of, as the economy continues to fall or whatever,
Sure.
we can take advantage of it and, buy expensive
Stocks.
things.
I
And
bought stocks.
Stock.
Stocks, yeah, it's actually
No,
Stocks?
not stocks.
Stocks.
stonks.
Stocks.
Stonks.
With an N. Stonks.
Stonks.
Like the meme?
What the fuck is a stonk?
Stonks.
I don't know.
You ever seen that meme?
No.
Never.
I'm not gonna lie, I did buy some stocks, but
haven't.
it was with free and clear money
Carnival?
that I had been saving
Yeah.
Carnival.
for last
But
year.
but you're taking
should've-
advantage of the game.
You should have just
You're
used
playing the
Rona
game.
money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
You should have just used the Rona money.
I thought about it, but the Rona money, no.
Gotta keep the food cold.
Yeah.
I'm running
Right.
money keeping that food cold.
Right. This was
It's-
my money, free and clear, and
I
I've had
know.
it for months.
I don't know. I just will have to see. But thankfully, I have enough money to ride it out.
Samesies.
Because I have a job.
Same.
So as long as that continues, and
I mean,
our job will continue. Trust me.
Oh, good lord, yeah, and it's gonna keep getting worse.
It's really going to get bad when all this.
Once everything's open and we start, populations start changing.
If you're a former criminal sitting at home because of the coronavirus,
Please stay there.
Yeah, please stay there. Don't go back to your criminal life.
Go to
Yeah.
your court hearings,
I
for the love
highly-
of God.
Yes.
Go to your fucking court hearings.
Don't just,
Jesus
don't just get
Christ.
arrested for FTA. That's annoying.
Ah,
Like if you're gonna get arrested,
it is, especially on a disorderly
don't
conduct.
be on an FTA.
Yeah, just don't be a criminal anymore. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of places looking to hire people here.
If you're gonna do
And I'm
heroin,
sure they won't
just do
super-
enough to kill yourself.
They won't be super picky about
Right.
felons. They need people.
No, they
So-
won't be. Especially a lot of these local
Help-
business. We have
hey,
a lot of factories here that
How about this?
are gonna need
help
help.
the curve.
Help the curve, man. Don't be a statistic.
And the statistic.
Oh man, again, I'm sorry if you did not really enjoy that rant. I've been holding into that for quite a while now.
We
because-
don't
really
care if
talked
you're
about it.
offended. Fuck you.
Well, we tried to bring everyone, just some joy, maybe make you laugh, and especially in a time like
Well,
this.
we did talk about wiping our ass for quite some time at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
That's true.
How the fuck did we go from something juvenile to this?
To like serious,
I don't know.
semi-political talk.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
And it
'Cause-
wasn't really even all that funny either.
Yeah, who cares?
No, I get it.
You know what's going to be funny, though?
Turn
When we
me
can go
back
drink at a
on.
bar again. That'll be funny.
Turn me back.
No, for you it'll be funny.
Hey, look, it's my pedophile.
That sounded like
I
trash.
don't know
Yeah, for you, because you're a lightweight.
Yeah, he is.
On the flip side, there will actually be pouring drinks the way that they're supposed to pour drinks, though, too.
Yeah.
So
I
there
heavy
will
pour.
be some
I
consistency now.
heavy pour. But you know what? No,
But that's
fuck
how
you.
I
None
like
of you
mine.
ever complained about how my drinks taste. My drinks all taste good.
I like it. I'm not complaining.
But I heavy pour everything
I
myself.
do too.
I
I
agree.
am a heavy pourer.
And that's why there's
It's like, oh.
bottles on bottles in the dumpster right now.
And that's why-
That's why it's Sprite with a lot of Crown.
And that's why when I
it's
do
a Crown
go
and
to
Sprite. Not as
when I
much as Crown.
have gone to bars and everything like that in the past, I have drank a lot. Why? Because they're not heavy pouring like me.
No. I had 3 drinks at home and I was tanked. I went to the bar and had 9 and barely felt the same
Right,
way.
it's not the same at all.
No.
It is going to
Oh.
be kind of fun. I don't know.
But it'll be nice to go to a bar and like eat food
Just
and
eat
drink and like
food,
just
yes,
hang out.
exactly.
and
Go to
it-
trivia
Play
night
pool.
again.
right, trivia, that's going to be great. But
God, I miss
again,
pool.
I go back to the same thing. Like, please, please, please. If you are a criminal or were a criminal or you're thinking about being a criminal,
Get a
just
job,
don't-
stay home.
Just don't.
Go
like,
to court like
you
you're
want to
supposed
go to a bar because you finally want to get out of your house and shit. Cool,
If
get out
you're
of your
on
house and
probation,
shit.
don't fuck up.
Pay
Just
for your fucking drinks
And then don't hit anybody.
And don't hit
or
anyone.
Just don't be a dick.
Don't hit your wife, kids, dogs, cats.
Listen,
Just don't be
get
a
out.
dick. Don't be a dick.
Get
Don't-
out,
don't
have a
drink
good
and-
time.
Don't drink and drive.
Yes.
no,
Oh my God.
Don't drink and drive, please. That is
It's juvenile at this point.
And Uber is not that expensive.
well, they're not open right now.
no, but they
either.
will be when the bars start hitting.
Oh, I would think they would have to be, but isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Someone like Uber.
Uber is cheaper than a DUI.
Oh,
By-
Uber. First off, Uber is cheap as shit anyway.
It really is.
Yeah, even in surge pricing, it isn't that bad.
No, get in a fucking taxi.
That's-
I haven't been.
that's-
I've been in a taxi once, but
A
I've
lot
been
of
in
the
Uber.
that's-
bigger cities,
that's pricey.
we don't really deal
No,
with
when I
taxis,
was in
but
Columbus,
It is pricey though.
it
very
was-
much so.
It costs like $50 to go. I think 12 miles.
Yeah, and put yourself in an Uber, and it's going to cost you what, $6?
Meh.
Well, I don't know because we were
15?
in downtown
15, I'd say
Columbus. It
15.
would probably cost $20-$25, but even still, that's not bad.
That's half the price.
I know, but
Like, that's awesome.
$25 versus say on the low end, a DUI is going to cost you
$5,000.
Yeah, I was going to say $2,500 to get your
Oh.
statements, and if you don't even like for attorney fees, and if you get on the low end, I think you can get away with a couple grand. But,
Maybe.
but still,
Maybe.
25, 2,500,
Yeah.
25,
It's 1,000%.
2,500, and then you have the inconvenience of picking your car up in the morning. But don't be a little bitch. Don't get a fucking DUI being a dumbass. It's not worth
So
it.
what you do is you take an Uber back to your car.
Oh, or make a friend that'll pick you up in the morning.
Have a friend be like, bro, I need a ride to go pick my car up
Because I made a good choice last
because
night.
I did the responsible fucking thing. Yeah.
And
So,
let's be honest.
someone will usually help you out when
Yeah.
you do the right
And
fucking
let's be
thing.
honest.
I would.
If you're at a bar and you go to the bar often and you just go up to the bartender and be like, hey, I'm way too fucked up to drive. Can I please leave my car in your lot overnight? 99
They-
times
they
out of
usually
100,
won't care.
they'll
No, they
go,
don't care.
absolutely. We don't want you to die in a car
They're
accident
not
or
gonna
kill
care.
anyone. Please leave your car here and get home safely.
Because when you do that, they become responsible as well.
Yeah, kind of.
They usually, you don't even have
It
to ask them
gives-
half the
give
time.
or
They don't
take.
care.
Give or take. And there's some weird case
Well,
law
yeah.
about
Just,
that. But
just
that's
make
not-
sure it's
there is.
gone by the time they open.
Yeah,
No, and
usually-
even then they
or
don't care.
even
Just
then,
get
just-
rid of it in the next day.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
if it's a bar, you're like I think we have the local bar over on the other side of town over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
small
I love
parking-
going there.
Small parking
And
lot.
there's
I've
been
never been
times
there, but
there's been
okay.
times that I had way too much to drink there. I had my car in the far side of the lot. That's where I always park anyway. I went up to the bartender because I know her really well, and I was like, "Hey, too smashed. Somebody's picking me up. Are you guys gonna care if I leave my car over here
At that
overnight?"
point,
And
couldn't
they're
you walk
"No."
home?
I could. I'm not walking across town at 3:00 in the morning.
All right.
Good
That's
call.
Not
fair.
a lot of stuff happens in this town. A shit-faced guy walking 6 miles across town,
Yeah.
probably not going to be a good time for me. Also, somebody offered me a ride home.
Sold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sold.
And then they took me to pick my car up in the morning.
That's cool. And I would do the same thing. Like, I'd rather that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather the inconvenience of me having to fucking get my fat ass up or whatever else and come pick you up. I don't care. I live, 30 minutes away from you.
Yeah.
I would still do that.
Because I don't want somebody to die in a car accident when I could have helped them.
And I think
something that stupid.
Yeah. And God, DUIs, OVIs is what we have in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
You could just plan ahead too. It's not that hard.
No. Like, if
not
you're
like-
like, I'm going to go out and hit hard, just take the Uber in the first place.
You're like,
Save
you know
your money.
what? We're going to go out and get fucked up.
Yep.
Let's plan this out a little
Let's
bit.
all
like
get a
me.
fucking Uber XL.
Like me. I don't ever get that fucked up.
No.
Especially if I
Yeah.
know I'm going to drive back. I will stop drinking. I will sober up.
Yeah.
And by the time you guys are just belligerent, I'm good to go.
Yeah, because that's usually what happens, guys. He's usually the responsible one, and we're all just ornery.
Obliterated.
Well, I mean,
Just ornery.
literally, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I stopped drinking probably
3 hours ago.
Oh, at least.
I had half of this Corona left, but I'm
at least
I stopped drinking like 45 minutes ago, but my commute home is about, what did you say, 75 feet to my bed?
maybe
I got to go up 2 flights of stairs and turn left. It's really all there is to it.
Whereas I have to drive, so I am
exactly.
trying to be
as
responsible.
long as you don't stub a toe about 30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, but I can't get arrested for being drunk in my own house.
You cannot.
No.
That's
Challenge
Unless
accepted.
I'm committing another crime.
Challenge accepted.
no.
I'm not drunk in public. I'm drunk in my own house. Thank you.
They put me in public. Sorry.
Y'all threw me out here.
So yeah, and now we're getting in. I don't know. And this has become a very weird show.
Oh, God, yeah.
Now
But
we're
hey,
getting.
what's the name of the show?
We're getting into some disclaimers, and but if it helps one
Make
person,
good choices. Don't be a criminal.
if it
Yeah.
helps someone, cool. It's not worth it. Being a criminal, honestly, is not worth it. Get out, get a job.
And we work, a lot of people we work with listen to this. And if you have my number and you're too shit-faced and drunk, you're too shit-faced and drunk,
Chase the drunk.
too shit-faced and drunk to drive, and you call me, as long as I can do it, I'll definitely help you out and get you a ride home.
And
I'll figure it out for you.
Samesy.
I think
Because I
that's-
don't want anyone I work with to die in a car accident. I don't want
No.
anyone I work with to get arrested for something that stupid. If you need it, reach out. And I'll make sure I can help you get home somehow.
And honestly, at that point,
I get really good gas mileage. Not a big deal.
yeah, and I don't care who you are, really. Like, maybe we don't even get along, but you know what?
I'd rather not see somebody dead.
Yeah,
Same.
especially not from our department.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see that.
Nope.
So
If I can't come get you, I'll find somebody that can.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I'll pay for the fucking Uber.
Somebody will.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody will for sure. Can you order an Uber and not be there?
I
I think so.
I don't know. I don't have Uber, but
I don't
I'm always
either.
with people that do.
But-
or I'll plan ahead and have somebody plan to pick me up. Anyway,
I was just wondering, like, if it was just all GPS, like you could say, "Yeah, pick me up. I'm right here,"
I don't know for a fact.
or if you can,
I wouldn't see why not. If you're paying for the ride,
if you can't, they're missing out on that.
yeah,
Yeah, for
like
that
sure.
part of the
like
market.
fuck, Uncle Bob's gonna die. Let's go.
Yeah.
Make sure
Let's
he's got a ride home.
let's get Ricky over there to pick him up.
Right. I think.
As long as your credit card clears, I don't think that should be a
Well,
problem.
and that's kind of my point. Like, what if Uncle Ricky don't have the money on his credit card, but
or
you do,
or
and
he
you
doesn't have a
can-
smartphone,
There,
Yeah.
because he has a flip phone. And he's like,
That's still somehow a thing.
I'm
It is a thing.
drunk.
Yeah.
All right, go sit at the bar. I'm sending somebody. Drink some water.
right? Yeah. So I don't know.
Fuck it.
Whatever. That was a very
Shit,
weird.
are we almost to 2
Yep.
hours again? I can't see that far.
Jesus.
Hour
This is supposed to be a
40.
short one.
That's not bad.
No.
We hit a lot of good topics
Hey,
there.
the camera's still going. This is going to be interesting. We did cut out a little bit in the middle there. I guess my battery died. I'm not sure why.
It's all good. It's you didn't miss much.
No, you really didn't. But if you think you did, you can then listen to the show on your
We'll
streaming.
get the views anywhere. I'll take them.
I don't know. I might not even just publish this. I might put it up for like link only, like so we can check it out,
Sure.
see what we think. This might not even be an episode that goes live. Who knows?
We shall see.
We'll
We're
figure it
beta
out.
testing a lot of things here, guys.
I am not talented enough to edit video at this point, so I don't
I think
know.
we need software for that. But any final thoughts, gentlemen? Don't be a dick. Don't commit crimes.
To me,
Go to fucking
No.
court.
Yep,
go to court.
because that's also a crime.
Jesus.
It is a crime. No,
So not gonna
I
work.
think I pretty much got everything out, and I feel good about everything. I don't know. I guess we'll just gonna find out what happens here in the next month.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. All my paycheck keep clearing. I don't care.
Well, and that's the thing. These people who make these decisions, they're they're well more educated and well versed in what's going on than I am.
They make a lot
Bigger
more noise.
picture wise.
Yep.
You know, I can sit here from my chair and bitch about all I want, but
Mhm.
I don't know the entire picture. So
Sure.
I just got to kind of trust in them that they'll do what needs to be done.
Sure. All right. Well, hit us up on the Facebooks and Twitters if you want to complain about things or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm falling asleep, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired too.
I'm about to hit the hay.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode of Reckless Nonsense. I was your host, Mike.
I was Petey.
I'm Falcon.
Bye.
Oh.